Well, hello everybody, and this is Auntie. Happy Sunday to everybody. I am here at the park. I've been getting my little exercise in for the day, Auntie, and just doing what I do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. And I wanted to come to you with a real quick Auntie, say it isn't so. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I had an opportunity to listen to an interview on another content creators page, and that interview happened with Zeruiah, and Troy. During this episode and during their interview, of course, the two of them was backpedaling and pussy popping. One of the things that we have discussed here on Auntie's Advice is how sometimes you need to practice the art of shutting the fuck up. Now, Zeruiah, came on the channel and was trying to give an excuse, a reason, if you will, as to why she acted and asked on a syndicated show called Love After Lockup. Zeruiah wants us to assume what she wants to assume to make the narrative fit for her, but doesn't want us to assume that we saw a woman who actually, in my humble opinion, abused her husband. Now, we saw and witnessed a conversation between Karen, Troy's mother, who Zeruiah decided to invite, on the phone with Troy's baby's mother. During that conversation, Troy's baby's mama, bitch, disclosed that Zeruiah had an affair. Zeruiah, during that interview, indicated that the affair was a year ago, that the two of them had discussed it, both her and Troy, and that this was gone, right? It was over, it was done. What she wants us to know, but did not disclose, not nary time, bitch, when we were introduced to her, that she is a bipolar and has manic episodes. And by the way, let me put that icing on that cake. Her ass wasn't medicated. She indicated that Troy told her from a prison cell that she didn't need medicine, so she decided not to get it. Let me tell you something. She's full of she is Angela Deem 3.0. How dare she think that she has an excuse that Angela hasn't? Angela never used bipolar, mental illness, or anything when she treated Michael the same way that Zeruiah did. See, Zeruiah wants to give an excuse as to why she acted that way, because she says she blacked out. Well, bitch, you should have blacked out, get up underneath the bed, and shut the fuck up, instead of coming out in front of us, all of us who have watched the show, and seeing you abuse your husband. You are no different than Angela if you are manic and you know that you have bipolar and you ain't taking no fucking medicine. That means you're not responsible for yourself or the other people who are around you, who are the ones who are going to have to take in the bullshit you put out, and then you say, I'm manic and bipolar, then I'm a... There is no excuse for your behavior, just like there's no excuse for Angela's. We're not going to sit here and play these fucking games. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to do it on God's good getting up Sunday. She said that she was manic and that she had blacked out. You know, the producers caused her to act like this because she had had a discussion with the producers. Check this out. She had a conversation with the producers about her being fucking manic. And she wanted to have this discussion about the affair with her, that the affair that she had on her husband, the Christian woman that she is, I might add, had an affair on her husband because she was feeling lonely. Bitch, if you in there for the long haul, you in there for the long haul. Whether you're lonely or not, you had an affair that you did not want on television. It wasn't the point that I didn't want it on television. I didn't want my husband to look like an ass. So we're supposed to assume that because we saw you fucking cuss him out, cuss the producers out, talk about his mother, call her all kinds of bitches, and I'm trying not to go off when the fuck you already said you went off. You was manic. You was having a manic episode. You need to be responsible for your stuff. You did that on television, and now you can't take it back. I don't give a fuck whose platform you go on. Abuse is not acceptable. Period. Point blank poo. I don't give a fuck if you need to take a damn Fred Flintstone vitamin, bitch, in the morning to keep yourself regulated. We are never ever going to tolerate abuse. We don't give a fuck if it's coming from you or anybody else on any other show. Hell, the person platform that you were sitting on just did a motherfucking GoFundMe for another on the show who was being abused by a bitch that was acting just like you. And so you think that you can backpedal and pussy pop off or something because you sitting around running around in these goddamn streets undiagnosed, unmedicated. Now she's saying that she's medicated. What therapists are you seeing? Because the only way that you can get drugs for manic or bipolar is that you're seeing a counselor on a regular basis. And then she got Troy back there barking and, talking about, trying to, make light of it. It's not light when we're sitting here and we're watching the abuse that you have perpetrated on your fucking husband. There is no excuse. There is no cleaning up the rumors. There is no way to backpedal out of this. We saw what we saw. We heard what we heard. And you can't sit there and blame production because you didn't take your fucking medicine. And so the real Zeruiah showed up to the extent that you haven't even allowed, wait a minute, slow up, Auntie. You got all damn day. You, out of your own mouth, indicated that you haven't even allowed your son to see the last 2 episodes. You know why? Because he's going to see the person that he probably lives with every day. And it's probably going to be triggering and traumatizing to him. Because, bitch, if you wasn't medicated with him and you couldn't control yourself in that circumstance when you know you cheated, you think that Love After Lockup is going to sit and have a damn reunion show or a tell-all show or give you and Troy an opportunity to sit there and have a discussion with the American people about how to get over cheating? Fuck, you shouldn't have cheated. And why would we want to hear that out of your mouth? And then you sit there and say your skin is fucked up like that because you on birth controls. Well, bitch, switch them. There's a whole lot of them out there. Switch them. You talk about everything is about the kids. We didn't want to involve the kids. And you didn't give a fuck whether he saw his child. He walked 6 miles, bitch, down here in these woods. We're not stupid. We saw what we saw. And abuse, I'm going to say it again. And I don't even say it that much on my channel, but I'm coming full blast. I don't give a fuck if I get monetized or demonetized for this video. Abuse is never okay. I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you. You need to go and see a therapist so you can get the help that you need instead of having your husband sitting out there criticizing the viewers who watch this bull. We don't want to watch abuse going on our television from you or Angela Deem, but you're just like Angela Deem. But you think that it makes you different because you are bipolar. Behind that door, we don't know whether or not you were putting your hands on that man or not. You have a man who just came in your house 4 days ago, and you throw a ring on the floor because you mad at his mother, yet you say, me and Karen have a great relationship. Outside of you calling her all kinds of stupid bitches. Get out of here. It's not acceptable. You are who you are. You are who we saw there. And in my opinion, again, I saw an abusive woman who emasculated her man, who treated him like nothing, who told him he has no standing. He can't even fucking stay in a house where his wife lives. You gave him the door. And you're not going to blame it on production. And that fucked up ass wig that you had on your head, don't blame us for joning on the motherfucker because you know it looked terrible. Stop blaming the viewers of the show for seeing what they see and for saying what they see. Don't blame us for reacting to your piss poor, abusive behavior. In my opinion, verbal abuse is much more hurtful and lasts longer than anything that someone can put their hands on you. Trust and believe, I know. And many of my viewers know. You know that old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words will stick with you for the rest of your life. And then you sit there and talk about you're medicated. You're bipolar. I don't know if you're schizophrenic, but you're bipolar. You have manic episodes. You're on medication and you're smoking weed. How the fuck does that go together? Don't you know that when you're on that medicine, you're not supposed to do any illicit or illegal substances? Well, marijuana may not be illegal anymore, but don't you know that the two of them don't go together? I know people who actually have bipolar and they don't smoke weed, bitch. They don't. So sometimes what you need to do, instead of trying to clear up the situation, is take responsibility for how you acted in our homes, in our cars, in our ears. How you acted and allowed us to see it. How you put yourself above Troy going to see his child. Sometimes you need to act like you understand the art of shutting the fuck up and stop wanting us to assume something about you that you didn't disclose. Like we're supposed to know that you manic. You acted like Angela Deem. Go, if you haven't, and look at episodes of 90 Day Fiancé where Angela Deem and Michael Ilsami have gone through the same thing that you have put out there. What the fuck? Next, is Troy gonna be asking for a GoFundMe when he's going through a divorce with your ass? Is that what's about to happen? Later on down the years, since y'all coming back for life after lockup, and guess what? You're coming back for life after lockup, and bitch, you still unmedicated. Because when did you get your medicine? Let me tell y'all, I keep saying these people need to shut up. Stop trying to clear the record and digging a hole deeper for yourself. We're going to see whether or not you got medicated, whether or not you will continue to act the way that you are, whether or not you will continue to call Miss Karen a bitch. And I think the only reason why you're trying to clear it up is because you know that people have dragged your ass through the comments, probably in your lives. People are dragging you and don't like the fact that you have disrespected this woman on this show. And that's your mother-in-law. And then you have the audacity. Here's the kicker. She had the audacity to say during this interview, bitch, I wasn't talking to my sister. I was talking to his brother, to Troy's brother. And so you sitting on there talking to Troy's brother and disrespecting the mother. The audacity. That ain't bipolar. That's just plain old fucking ignorant and disrespectful any day of the week. So, we're going to watch this last episode and we're going to see how you clean it up. We're going to see whether or not you use a mop, bitch, on aisle 5 or a broom. We're going to find out who you really are, because guess what? You done put it out there now. And let's see what production shows us. Got your fucking husband walking 6 miles with the producers behind him. And then he has the audacity to talk about an older woman talking about here. I don't know if they was talking about me, because it's a lot of older women that cover Love After Lockup. But if you was, you damn Skippy. I talked about her Barney Rubble, Wilma fucking hairdo, that ancient book she had on her head. She couldn't find a better wig than that. You knew you was going to be on the show. You should have prepared, bitch. Anyway, I just wanted y'all to know. I just had to come out here and speak my speed, talk my and say what I got to say. You are Angela Deem. Go back and look. Go back and look. And then the bad thing about it is you brought all of it on yourself because you just had to have Miss Karen as a sidekick. Miss Karen, that's the bitch that is, according to you. These are my opinions. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what y'all think about this new information. Does it excuse the fact that we watched her treat her husband like he was a piece of on a stick? Does it give any, clarity as to why she was acting an ass from the very first episode, but yet sits in church and doesn't expect Miss Karen to act one, sending her son out, irresponsible ass, and then sits there and talk about how uncomfortable he was? I guess he was, because we should never involve the kids. Y'all let me know. Anyway, I'm going to get back to exercising and trying to get this fat off of me. Y'all have a great day, okay? And had a great day on purpose. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, y'all.